attention on it. Let me focus on a few points today as we reflect once again on this gospel passage. 1. Jesus sends out his chosen 70 in pairs where he himself intended to go. Dear brothers, you have been sent as precursors, and in your case in Bougainville, you have been sent to deepen the faith of the faithful who have already been introduced to Jesus. So you have to prepare the way for the Lord for those who have not heard about him. Your duty is actually to be ambassadors of Jesus. You are missionaries. You are sent on a mission, and be aware of it every time you are there. You are not there for your own sake or for the sake of the congregation, but you are there for the sake of Jesus. The second verse I would like to focus on is, carry no purse, no bag, no sandals, and greet no one on the road. Of course, we know that we need certain temporal goods. We need certain amount of money and other facilities in order to be more effective. But our focus should be Jesus. Our focus should be how we can reach Jesus to those people and make him more alive among them. So, greet no one on the road does not mean that you don't say hi to people when you are moving around. But your focus should be you are there as an ambassador of Jesus. So you are there with a purpose, with a mission. Trust in divine providence. That's what it says. You don't need to be too much worried about how you will be taken care of. The Lord will take care of you through others. And there will always be a way that you could be taken care of. You could experience that during this orientation program here, how the Lord took care of you through others. You will be taken care of in the same way. And I am sure that this divine providence will continue to be with you wherever you go, as long as you trust in divine providence, which is a great value for our own beloved founder, Blessed Basil Morrow. Third, whatever house you enter, first say peace to this house. You are going to be peacemakers. You are going to be persons who are going to be instrumental in bringing harmony among the society. Your presence should actually make a difference. You are living together, as Victor beautifully said, which is also in our constitutions, by the love that you have for each other. Brothers and priests staying and living and working together for a common mission. People should be able to witness to that, and your love they should be able to experience when they come to the house and when they experience you. And if they say, see how they love each other, and that is the way to be the best Christians and best religious and best Holy Cross that you could be. You have to be there in families when they are in difficulties, because you are to be the peacemaker. You have to be the one whom they can look up to when they have difficulties. And we have family ministries, and all of us in some way or the other are involved in that. And please be peacemakers, and please be the support for the families, the guide for the families. And that is probably what Jesus says, when you enter the house, say peace to this house, because your presence should bring peace to that family. Fourth, eat and drink what is given, for the laborer deserves to be paid. And Jesus repeats that in the following verse and says, eat what is set before you. As someone said, you need to have a missionary stomach. Do not be choosy. We were told when we were sent on a mission, when I was a seminarian and we were going to work in the mission, we were told by our formators, eat what does not bite you back. In other words, you have to be prepared to eat anything that is offered to you. Unless you have some allergy, if you have some allergy, please be careful. Otherwise, be adventurous. Try everything that people eat. Very often, the food that is particular to a place is what is most suited for that climate and for those terrain. And that is given by God, as Sister Anne said when she was talking to us. Food, that is the best food that you can eat is the food that is available in that particular location. So eat what is set before you and be adventurous. Try out new things. Don't be stuck with what you have been used to, because the taste of the food, the type of food that you get, it may not all be according to your taste. Of course, you have quite a bit of knowledge about what it is, because we ourselves had some experience of cooking and eating the Bougainville food. And fifthly, I want to speak something about when the disciples returned, the 70 returned, and they were so excited. And they said, Lord, in your name, even the demons submit to us. Please remember, your success and achievements are not merely your own. You are able to do great things because God is with you. Remember, you are a hero with Jesus by your side, and you are a zero without Him. So be a hero, have Jesus by your side. And if you think something good is happening, if you are successful, rejoice, be happy, but don't take all the credit to yourself. Give the credit to where it is due. Of course, legitimate credit for your hard work, but ultimately it is God who works through you. You are merely an instrument. It's like Jesus said, when the servants, after the servants have been served, they say, I'm a mere servant and I'm there at your service. And that should be the attitude. Cardinal Tagle told us about that sense of humility we need to have. Then the last point I would like to focus on, rejoice that your names are written in heaven. And that was the last sentence of today's gospel reading. You may have immediate rewards and success, but please know you will have troubles, difficulties and problems too. Remember the words of Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta. You are called to be faithful, not successful. The truth of the matter is, when you are faithful, you will certainly be successful too, because God will be with you and you will be able to do mighty works with God on your side. With God you can do all things, and without God you are limiting yourself to very little. So dear brothers, you have listened to much, learned much, experienced much during the past 2 weeks of the orientation. I praise and thank God for the success of the orientation program. It was the Holy Spirit who was guiding us, and it was a teamwork, as you could see from your own experience. Keep up your enthusiasm and passion for the mission. You can count on our prayers and the support of the General Council as you move along. As Brother Paul told you, don't think that you're going to be alone there, even though you are a little far away from here. We are with you in spirit. We are with you in prayers. I pray for God's choicest blessings on you and on your life and ministry in Bougainville. Go forth with courage and with faith. Take Jesus with you, and He will do the work through you. Remember, Holy Cross is not a human work, but God's very own.